carbon dioxide emissions. However, 1% decrease in financial framework due to the recession or turmoil leads to 30.3, which is 30% increase in CO2 emissions. So the effect is hugely asymmetric. That has to be considered in policy consideration. Because as I said, oftentimes policymakers are thinking, okay, if I increase something 1%, it will lead to X% increase, let's say. But if I decrease something 1%, it will lead to the same amount of decrease. But it's not the case as always. So the second point I would touch upon would be about the common factors. If you look at the recent, very recent literature on applied research for policies, we can find there that there are a lot of commonalities that are missed in prior research or previously conducted analysis. And the common factors, when we say common factors, or what do we mean in policy, saying common factors? These are underlying forces that impact countries or country groups and even industries, even regions simultaneously. When it comes specifically to fossil fuel-based economies, the examples of such common factors might be global energy market dynamics that commonly influence all these resource-based or fossil fuel-based economies. And this is also a matter of climate change agreements and regulations, technological spillover, or renewable energy transition and related industry expansion, as well as the international flow of different dimensions like trade, investment, capital, value chain, and etc. So such kind of commonalities have to be considered in policy making. And why is that important? Why these commonalities are important, given that we have specific theories for specific investigations or processes at hand? They are important from different perspectives. For example, if we don't consider them, we will miss the broad trends. For example, let's say our analysis is, or our policy making is about how financial development can be useful for climate mitigation policies. But if I'm missing there what the global flow of finance is in my framework, then most likely my policy making wouldn't be as comprehensive as it can be. Again, in the case of GCC countries, my colleagues and I, we have investigated and we found something very crucial. What is it about? It is about the following fact. We numerically showed that accounting for commonalities makes the impact of financial institutions and markets on CO2 emissions completely flipping from being negative to positive. And that brings up concerns regarding the previous research, which was saying that if we increase financial development, then CO2 emissions in the region might decline. But our research shows something different. When you take into consideration common factors which are globally established rather than regionally originated. That's all from my side, and due to the time limitation, and I'm more than happy to take any question if the audience has. Thank you.
Thank you.